This is something extremely serious. Extremely serious, and no jokes will be made in this video. Right? This is shook the world of Conkers right to its very foundation. I am passionate about Conkers because I used to play it all the time when I was a child. I've just missed this season, right? Because September's the best time to start doing it. The beginning of September, that's when you start going out and looking for Conkers, right? But I missed it this year because I've been far too busy. But this is extremely important. World Conker Championships hit by steel chestnut allegations. Do not laugh. Do not laugh. This is very, very serious. Look at King Conker with all of his conkers stitched together to hold his pint. However, he is about to be cast from his throne, because it turns out he might have been cheating. The UK-based World Conker Championships is investigating allegations of cheating after the men's champion was found to have a steel chestnut in his pocket, an official said. The tournament, which takes place in Northamptonshire in central England every year, sees competitors use conkers, the seeds of horse chestnut trees, threaded onto string to try to smash their opponent's nut. Right, that's what you do. You get a conker, usually a nice big one, wrap some string around it, and then your friend has to hold his out like that, and you have to flick yours down and smash it into his. And the whole point of the game is to destroy your opponent's conker. And there are a lot of little tricks and stuff like that, which I will teach you. Right, then gathering the conkers, right, you want to wait till about like start of September, mid-September, not too early. Not too early, because they won't have grown big enough by then, and you want yourself a nice fat one. You need to do tests for density and stuff like that. You can do that with the blunt end of a kitchen knife, right? There's loads and loads of ways. I'll teach you. And then you just get a nice big stick, whip it up into the tree, and then listen. And then when you hear them hitting the ground, that's when you go over and find them. Right? And then you need to be a little bit careful as you're getting them out, because sometimes just adding a little bit of pressure with your foot, that can make the things break, but not too much. Because you don't want to damage the structural integrity of your conker, especially if these are professional conkers you're looking after. I'll teach you the way. I'm going to be a great dad. But anyway, 82-year-old David Jenkins, nicknamed King Conker, won the men's event on Sunday at his 46th attempt after competing in it since 1977. However, he has been accused of using a metal replica by his defeated finalist Alistair Johnson Ferguson, who told the Telegraph newspaper that he suspected foul play. It was shaped and painted brown to look like a real conker, the paper reported. My conker disintegrated in one hit, and that just doesn't happen. 23-year-old Mr. Johnson Ferguson said, "A single hitter? Never witnessed that in my life. So that is in fact unusual. Your conker just absolutely shattering into pieces on the first swing? Absolutely not." St. John Burkett of the competition's organising committee told AFP that it was still investigating the claims that suspected Mr. Jenkins had not cheated. Various evidence has come to light, which means we still need to gather further testimony. A video has emerged, which we are looking at closely, he said. So they're obviously going to zoom in, enhance on this conker. And it could be just a bit of steel shaped like a conker. That's very, very cheeky. Mr. Jenkins denied using the metal replica in the tournament and said he only carried it around with him for humour value, according to the Telegraph. The evidence looks as if it may exonerate Mr. Jenkins, but we need to confirm through further corroboration, Mr. Burkett told AFP. This is a pure serious investigation. More than 200 people took part in the tournament, which raises money for charity and was attended by about 2,000 spectators. Competitors often wear elaborate headwear. This year, one man wore a green inflatable Yoda headpiece, while another wore a Conker-themed hat. Mr. Jenkins lost to the women's champion in the overall final. Goddamn women. Or trans people allowed to compete. But anyway, I had someone cheating Conkers. I had someone cheat against me because he used an old trick. And all you have to do is basically rub a conker and smell it to see what they've done. Right? Hairspray. Old hair lacquer. Right? Spray it over the conker. Leave it to dry for about 10 minutes. Add another layer. Add not too many. Because conkers naturally are very, very shiny. Right? So you wouldn't even know there was hair lacquer on it. But what it does is it forms like a little thin protective film around the conker to prevent it from splitting. And it also absorbs some of the shock of when you hit your opponents. And I had one little cheeky bastard in primary school try and pull that shit with me. Right, however, he hadn't done it properly. He'd kept it in his pocket and everything, so it was a little bit warm, and you could smell the fucking hair lacquer. Right, cheeky little bastard. So that's another thing that you need to watch out for. I hate people that cheat in Conkers.